Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing my gameplay of the MindCraft SMP. This is my first time on the SMP, so I hope you enjoy it. The MindCraft SMP is a survival multiplayer server with my friends and we are just going to be playing on it. I have a list of goals and aims that I want to achieve, which I will take you through later. For now, let's have a montage of me getting to my new base location. So I got some stone tools, fully equipped, and then I wasted my time mining a lot of coal and a lot of copper. Once I had gathered even more coal and even more copper, I then got into a debate in the chat about the currency of shops. I headed over to the other side of this mountain, where I found even more coal, and then proceeded to find some sheep. Now, as you may or may not know, I am often considered the server B-dubs as sorts, so I basically always sleep. So I found the sheep, and then I got my bed. On the other side of the mountain there were even more exposed doors. Then there was a big oak tree leaning off the side of the mountain, as you can see. I then found some underwater iron, and I wasted a lot of cobblestone trying to get it. I then headed towards a village, which was where I am going to set up my base location. Then I looked on my map where I couldn't see the village. So then I decided to chop up some pumpkins, and then I made a sheep monument because my inventory was getting too full. Then I found another seed, which was the right one this time. I then got into a fight with a skeleton so that I could tame one of the local dogs. I found a dog, I stalked it until I struck, but then it rejected me.
Rejected.
So anyway, after that, I became distracted by an axolotl on my map. So then I wandered around in search for this elusive axolotl, with the iron that I got earlier, crafting a water bucket to get it. After trying and failing to find this axolotl, I decided to resort to hacks. These aren't actually hacks, this modification is whitelisted on our server. So then I got onto Suikaroo, and after some extensive googling, found out how to enable FreeCam. So after using these hacks to fly around but not find the axolotl, I decided to give up and carry on trying to find this village. I have made my way towards the coordinates where the village should be. There was a creeper on my map, which I was desperate to avoid, and then I saw the villages on my map, so I knew I was in the right place. Finally, I got to the village. Yeah! I set down my stuff, and then a villager started sleeping in my bed. So after I had unloaded the contents of my inventory into 5 chests, I then went over to try and loot this village. Unfortunately, I found lots of evidence that it had already been looted, but the looters seemed to have forgotten 2 or 3 chests. So then I climbed to the top of the cleric's tower and logged off up there. Hello everybody and welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that short little montage. As many of you may have noticed, I have a few heads up displays that are not quite vanilla. So I'm going to go through my mods folder now just to show you which mods I have installed and how they change the game. So first up is mod menu, which shows this menu in the Minecraft screen. We have bee info, which adds a tooltip to bee nests and hives. So if you have them in your inventory, it will tell me how much honey and how many bees are in there. The next one is boosted brightness. This is why, if I'm in a dark place, it's still full brightness. So you might have heard it called full bright. So it basically makes I don't really need torches unless I'm trying to prevent mob spawns. Controlling for fabric is just a default mod that helps you other mods become compatible. Cool leaves gives me a really good performance boost, so my game doesn't lag as much. Dynamic FPS does the same. Easier villager trading is quite good, so if I'm trading with villagers, I only have to click once rather than keep clicking loads of times. Enchantment descriptions will just tell me what the enchantment does. Fast chest is for lag. Horse stats vanilla shows how fast a horse can go and how high it can jump. Inventory HUD Plus shows like the what's in my inventory without actually having to open it. So as you may have seen above my hotbar, I have a few little icons that shows what's in my inventory. Inventory profiles next is a good one. So it basically helps me with continuous crafting, so I don't have to keep pressing and clicking buttons. And it also helps me sort out inventories with a click of a button, so it will automatically sort them. Item scroller is pretty good, so I can just scroll items to different inventories instead of having to click twice. Lightmatica is a schematic mod, so it works by basically you can save structures and then it will show you like where to place the blocks to build it. I probably won't be using this much on the SMP. Lithium is for lag. Logical zoom is just like a zooming mod. Malilib is another one of the mods that just helps other mods be compatible. Then this is just Minecraft. Minihood is the thing you may have seen on the top left corner of my screen. It gives lots of information about the game, so biome, light level, coordinates, etc. Here's mod menu, as I mentioned earlier. Multi-connect just allows me to connect to servers if they're on a different version. This won't be used in the SMP. Not enough crashes is just crash improvements. Smooth boot is for lag. Toru health damage indicators is basically so when I look at an entity, it will tell me what health they have, and when I hit something, it will tell me the amount of damage I did. Tweakaroo adds a load of tweaks, so like FreeCam was one of them, as you saw in the montage. World Edit is an in-game world editor. It supports single player and multiplayer, but I have to install it server side for multiplayer. So yeah, there's no risk of me cheating on the SMP. I can't actually use that. WTHIT just tells me what the block is that I'm looking at, and then Zaira's minimap is that small circle that you may have seen below the mini hood. That just shows like a map of the world and what mobs are nearby. And then Zaira's world map is a full screen map, and it just shows it in like a bit less detail and zooms out. So that is all for my mods. Now for the data packs on our server. So most of the data packs we have are from vanilla tweaks, with the exception of the custom advancements pack, which was made by me. You can see the video on that on my channel. So the vanilla tweaks data packs are AFK display. This just shows if someone's AFK, i.e. away from keyboard and not actually playing the game. Anti-Enderman grief, it makes it so Endermen can't pick up blocks. Armor statues makes customizable armor stands, so you can make lots of new scenes, creativity, and you can like add new like characters as such to the game to make it look nicer. Then there's durability ping. Basically says like if my tool is running low, then it will give me a flash up on screen saying that my tool is nearly going to be broken. Then we have fast leaf decay. That is not actually on the server at the moment, but I can enable it. It basically makes it so that leaves decay really fast instead of you having to wait for ages, but I don't think we're going to enable that. More mob heads. If I kill a mob, it has a chance to drop its head. Then we have redstone rotation wrench. This helps me so I can craft this new item called the wrench, and then if I right click on a redstone component, it will automatically turn it. Same with glazed terracotta. And then multiplayer sleep just allows any person to sleep, and then it skips the whole night, and it also says who slept. Player head drops, so if you kill someone, then you get their head. Then we have silence mobs, which if you name a mob silence or silenced or anything like that, then it won't make any sound. This is good for traps and pranks and stuff. Then we have unlock all recipes, so it doesn't keep pinging you and saying like you've unlocked this recipe, etc. We have villager workstation highlights, so I can run a command to see what the workstation is of this villager. This is useful if I've lost a villager and I don't know what his workstation is. And then finally we have Wandering Trades Hermit Edition, which is basically when the Wandering Trader comes around, it will sell us mini blocks, and it will also sell us hermit heads, so heads of members from the Hermitcraft server. And then, as I said before, there's my custom advancements pack. So that is it for all of the data packs and mods. So now I'm going to take you through some of the goals that I have for this series. So my goals for this season are going to be to get lots of farms, so it always provides me with resources I need and never run out of things. I want to have a really big base. I planned one out in creative a little while ago, but the plan didn't really work out, so I want to carry it over to this server and hopefully build it here. with a big storage system and just everything I would need. I want to have lots of villagers to get lots of gear, lots of enchantments, and then I want to go netherite mining to get full netherite gear. Then I've put myself in charge of linking the nether roof. So on SMPs I often do this. So basically, in the nether, 8 blocks in the overworld is equal to 1 block in the nether, so you can travel a lot faster there. So if you didn't know, you can get on top of the nether roof, and it's just a flat layer of bedrock where no mobs can spawn. So I'd like to link up lots of portals up there, so it enables us to get to lots of places very easily. I would also like to get all the advancements, because that would be quite a good challenge, and I've often wanted to do this, but never really had the time. So there are a few short-term goals for me now. I want to set up a simple carrot farm, maybe with villagers, maybe not, we'll see. Then I want to go mining, try and get some diamonds, lots of ores and stuff. Then I want to just keep breeding villagers with all the carrots I get. Then I'm going to start up a simple sheep farm where I can just shear them every so often. This will help me gather up materials for the nether roof building. Then I want to start gathering materials for an iron farm, so that will give me lots of iron, which will help with lots of things, so storage, etc. So that is it for my goals. So the first plan of action is to clear out this village. So I'm going to be taking down all these houses, and then I'm going to mark out a boundary for my base area. So I decided to cut down a villager house, but after doing it with stone tools and being painfully slow, I decided to just clear out an area for my base and then destroy everything inside of it. So here we have an approximate area. I was going to do 30 by 30, so I've got some fences, and let's start placing them down. So I've got a 30 by 30 fenced off area set out there, and as you can see we've already got a villager trapped in it. So what I'm going to do next is do a full raid of the village. Then I'm going to light up the area inside the fence and hopefully manage to trap all the villagers in there.
A few moments later.
So brief intermission. My hunger bar was running quite low, so I decided to go out and hunt some squid so I could make a book and quill. So this is for the balanced diet advancement. So as we can see down here, we have to eat every single food that's edible. There are 40 of them. Then we've eaten one, which was cooked pork chop, as you saw in the montage. So I got my book, and then I've written all of the foods down here, and then so we can tick them off as we go. So it's becoming night time. We've got all the beds and the workstations in there, so we've already got quite a few villagers. Let's see if we can get any more. I'll open the fence gates so they can get in easier. Here's one. Here's two. And here's three. So hopefully they should all get in. Nope, doesn't look like he's coming in. Okay, I better sleep so that mobs don't spawn. Oh, we've got one in. That one's just come in. Let's quickly close up all defense gates. So welcome to my creative test world. So I'm going to be designing my starter house here. So we have access to oak wood, spruce wood, birch wood, cobblestone, stone, and then smooth stone. And then we can go mining for deep slate as well. So we have a few materials, so let's see what we can make. So I've added in the roofs, added in an extra room, and then I've done all the interiors. So I've got painting here. I've done all the lighting like under the carpets and stuff, and then we've got a nice window out here. Then in this room, we've got like a couch sort of. We've got a nice carpet here, and then we've got these trapdoors add depth to the walls. So if we go around here, you can see that they're inset into the wall, which looks quite nice. So then we have our bedroom through this painting, so you can go down into here, and then it's yellow because yellow is my favourite colour. And then we've got all of this. So then if we go back up, we have the storage room here. It's just got a window in there, and then some trapdoors, the depth on this side this time. And then we've got a staircase up to the roof, where we have our balcony here. So we can just look out over that. And then we have a chimney as well, with the glass being like puffs of smoke. Ignore the pillager watchtower, that was just another experiment in my test world. So that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Next episode we're going to be building this house on the server, and I'm going to start working with the villagers.